Hey guys, so I'm here today to talk about my monthly favorites. This is actually more like a current favorites because I didn't accumulate all of this within a month. So let's just jump straight into this because I have a lot to talk about. So I have 3 things on my obsessions list. I'm going to talk about the whole reason why I wanted to make this video. I could have made a whole video just for this product. I'm going to go quickly through all these products except for this one because I really want to talk about it. So I'm pretty sure the majority of us who have acne have tried everything, and I was lucky enough to find products in the past that have helped my acne, but they never lasted. My skin is strange because it behaves just like my personality. I have this really bad habit where I obsess over something. This happens in every aspect of my life: food, hobbies, boys, school, work, TV shows. I will obsess over one thing for a few weeks and then I never want to see it again. I know you probably don't care, but for example, before my boyfriend now, my longest relationship was like 3 to 4 months. I would obsess over a guy, and then when we got together, I was like, ugh, I don't like you anymore. Same with food. I know that happens to a lot of us. I remember one time my boss had like fresh figs in the employee room. I've never had fresh figs. I had one and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. So right after work, I went and bought fresh figs, and like that whole season, all I ate was figs, and now I'm just like, ew, I never want to taste one again. My skin behaves just like that, which is so annoying. So let's go to the things that did help my skin. There have only been 3 products in my entire life that have helped clear my acne. So the first thing that helped my acne was about 2 years ago, and it was this Paula's Choice 2% BHA liquid. I remember when I first used it and I woke up the next day with the most beautiful, clear, it felt like I had Botox skin, and I was like, oh my gosh, this can't be happening, because that was the first time in my entire life where I had no acne. It lasted for 3 days, and I was like, okay, maybe if I use it once a day instead of twice, I'll be fine. And nope, it stopped working. So I was like, okay, I'll use it every other day, and now it doesn't work like it did the first time. The year after that, I found retinol. I started using this Instant Natural retinol serum. This lasted for 3 weeks. First, I started using it every other day, and my skin was completely clear. It was a little bit dry, but I don't care because I have oily skin. And then it stopped working, so I had to use it every day. 3 weeks later, it was like, no, I don't want it on my face anymore. Which is so annoying because like I'm giving you good stuff and it doesn't want it. Okay, so now to my actual obsession for the past few months. It's this moisturizer called Neutralyze Renewal Complex. I found it on Amazon. So when I went to go visit my mom a few months ago, when I came back, my skin broke out like crazy. That happens, especially if you're on a plane for like 14 hours. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a few weeks. 1 week passed, 2 weeks passed, and my skin was so bad. A month and a half passed and my skin was still breaking out, and it just got so frustrating. I bought a ton of masks and scrubs, and I was like, okay, why don't I find a new moisturizer? So I found that. Within 5 days, I had the most clear skin ever. If I made this video a few weeks ago, I would have been 10 times more excited, but now it kind of stopped working. So it worked 100% for a good month and a half, and now it's down to like 50% effective. So if your skin isn't a traitor like mine, then definitely try it if you have acne. I'm still gonna use it, like it's still like 50% effective. I loved it because it completely cleared my forehead acne, and that's the hardest for me to get rid of. But yeah, now I'm just sad because it worked so well and I was so excited. Okay, second on my obsession list is this vegan egg substitute called Just Egg. So every day for about like 3 to 4 years, all I've been eating for breakfast was oatmeal. And when I went to go visit my mom, she made me oatmeal and I did not like it. So when I came back home, I just didn't want to eat oatmeal anymore. And I was lucky because this came out that same week. So I was like, okay, I'll try it. It is $8 though. I know that's pretty pricey, but I can get a good like 3 omelets out of this. And for the first week, like this is all I ate, and I was like, okay, I have to stop because I'm gonna get bored of it really soon. I love this because it keeps me full for a long time. 5 minutes after I eat oatmeal, I'm still really hungry. So I eat this when I usually do leg day because it keeps me full for like 4 or 5 hours. I make this with whatever potatoes I have: hash browns, diced potatoes. And then I'll put some vegan cheese, avocados, and Cholula hot sauce. I love Cholula hot sauce. And even though that isn't the healthiest breakfast in the world, I don't care. I love food. If you're vegan and haven't tried this, definitely try it. Even if you're not vegan, I feel like it does taste pretty similar. And it's made out of mung bean. Sorry, my hair clip was giving me a migraine. Okay, so the last on my obsessions list is this jumpsuit from Old Navy. This is the first clothing purchase I made since my spring or summer clothing haul last year, and I blame Ulta. So a few months ago, I went to return this Matcha facial scrub that's on my fails list to Ulta, and when I went, the lady said that the systems were down for about 10 minutes, so I went next door to Old Navy and I found this. I tried it on, obviously I loved it. I actually bought it online when there was a sale. This is $40, and I know Old Navy always has sales, and I got this for $16. So yeah, if you want really easy, comfortable jumpsuits, then definitely try these out. But get them on sale because I feel like $40 is a little bit too much. It's so comfy. I usually wear a large for my bottoms and a medium or a small for my top, but I got this in a small because it really is flowy. I love like the cotton feel. It's so soft, and you just don't have to worry about getting ready. You just throw this on and then bam, you're done. I love that I don't have to worry about bending over and flashing people because it goes to like all the way up here. See, you can bend over and you won't flash anyone, and the back is so stretchy. I probably should have gotten 2 of these because I know I'm gonna like use and abuse this, and truthfully I hate wearing bras, so I just wear like nipple covers with this. Oh, and did I mention that it has pockets? And I also got this jumpsuit also from Old Navy. This isn't on my obsessions list, it's on my favorites because it's not as soft as the cotton one. And plus, like, I spill lots of things on me and I can easily get this dirty compared to this. So like I was saying, since this one is a lot softer, this one's 100% viscose, and this one's 55% lin and 45% viscose. This is a lot more cottony, and this feels a little more like grainy. Also has pockets. Also super flowy, same elastic back. They were both so cheap, so yeah, definitely buy them when there's a sale. $40 versus $16. Okay, so now let's move on to fails since we were talking about that matcha scrub. So I'll put it right here. So I used it once and the smell was so strong. It smelled like perfume, and I'm very sensitive to smell. And it was on my face for like 3 hours, the scent. Usually with body wash or shampoo or perfume, like I'll smell it for 10 minutes and then it goes away. But no, that was so strong. And then when I went to return it, I found this Teami Detox Matcha Mask. This is also on my fails. I noticed that everyone's been loving this, but it burns my skin when I used it, and I've used it about 4 or 5 times, and every single time I use it, the next day I wake up with a pimple. Usually when I use masks or serums and I already have a pimple, it'll bring it to the surface, but this doesn't do that. It just gives me a pimple out of nowhere, and like I said, it burns my skin. I really think it's because of the lemongrass, because all of the other ingredients on this I have in other skincare products except for the lemongrass. If your skin's not sensitive, then maybe try this, because I've seen everyone love this, but I really don't. So that's also on my fails. Last on my fails is this Pacifica Rose Water Shampoo. I bought this the day I left to go see my mom, and that was such an uncomfortable plane ride. Like, it was 14 hours and my hair was just crunchy. It felt like I put gel on my hair, and I was like, okay, maybe because I was rushing through my shower and I didn't really scrub it out. When I gave it another shot, it kind of was like that. It wasn't as bad as my first time, but I just hate that when you plop it on your head, it doesn't spread out. You have to really like go like that. It doesn't really foam well and move around. See, this is why I don't like trying new things when I have already like set holy grail products. I love all my shampoos from Lush, and I was like, you know, I'll try something new. Obviously this could work better for other people, but I have pretty thick hair. I have thin hair, but I have a lot of it, but it just doesn't move around my hair. Like, it gets stuck to one place. So yeah, so that's the last on my fails list. Okay, so moving on to favorites, since we were talking about that shampoo, I want to talk about my favorite conditioner. Whenever I get skincare, hair, perfume samples, one of 2 things happens. One, it's usually, oh my gosh, this product is so cheap and bad, no wonder they're giving away free samples. Or 2, oh my gosh, this is the most amazing product. I know for a fact that's going to be really expensive. And this was one of them. It's Gloss Moderne's Clean Luxury Mask. So I bought these in the travel size version because I know if I got the full size version, I would scoop out so much. But with this, I can really portion it well. I've tried a lot of masks and conditioners in the past, but this is my favorite. I love how after I use it, I can feel my hair like contour to my neck. Sorry, my camera cut me off. So like I was saying, with this, I can feel it just fall against my body and just contour to my body like that. I used to have really nice soft hair before I dyed it, but not anymore. If I could afford that, I would probably use it once a week, but I actually use it like once a month. If you're looking for a good hair mask, definitely try that. Okay, so back to skincare. Like I was saying, when I came back, my skin was really bad and I bought a ton of skincare products. This was within a month and a half's time. I was getting really desperate. So the first mask I bought was this TruSelf Organics Detoxifying mask. This one is definitely on my favorites. Even though this is the most expensive of all the ones I bought, it is my favorite. I feel like my skin's really nice and calm after I use this. Another mask I got, since this was so expensive, I kind of wanted to dilute it with another mask. I think this is $19, so I bought this Bentonite Healing Clay mask. This is only $12 from Amazon. So since I don't want to quickly use this up, I mix these two together. I haven't really used this alone, so I'm not really sure how effective it is or if my skin likes it. So yeah, I love that this is already combined with apple cider vinegar, because usually when you get a bentonite clay, they recommend to mix it with apple cider vinegar, and this already has it in it. And since the masks didn't completely clear up my skin, I was like, okay, maybe I should buy a scrub. And my favorite scrub ever was Tatcha's, I'll put it right here, I forgot what it's called. It was from Tatcha and it made my skin so beautiful, but I was allergic to an ingredient, so I couldn't use it anymore. So I just tried to look for something similar to that. So I typed in Google rice enzyme scrub and I found this. I bought this from Etsy. It's from Skin Food Fix. It's a rice enzyme exfoliant. This one I love. I feel like it's the perfect texture. It's not too scratchy, kind of like that famous St. Ives apricot scrub. I feel like that kind of damages your skin, and it's not too light where you can't even feel it. You know, like those scrubs that has like the little beads, you can't really have a good scrub out of that. This is like the perfect in between. You just mix it with some water and then bam, you're done. Another scrub I got was this charcoal scrub from Tara Lee. It's her Pluto scrub, also from Etsy. This one I'm not an extreme fan of because I really don't like the consistency. Every time you use it, you kind of have to mix it all together and it kind of gets hard, like a slushy. And I feel like you could just make this at home. Just get some activated charcoal, sugar, tea tree oil, and you're done. I know she has other good products, but this product specifically, I'm not a big fan of. That was like all the skincare I bought in a month and a half's time. Okay, now let's move on to vegan snacks. This is my favorite part, obviously. I love sweets. I'm more of a sweets girl than a salty girl. First we have, it's kind of like Reese's Pieces. It's from the brand Unreal. It's their crispy dark chocolate peanut butter cups. It's funny because my boyfriend was obsessed. Like, he was addicted to Reese's Pieces. Like, he would eat them all the time. Like, even for breakfast, lunch, dinner, like he would always be eating them. And then when we went vegan, obviously he stopped eating them. I was never a big fan of Reese's, but I think it's funny because now that I found vegan ones, I love them. And he just doesn't like any peanut butter cups anymore. This is a perfect snack. I feel like one is enough to satisfy my chocolate craving. I wish it was just a little bit bigger. So one is good like after dinner, unless I'm high, then I can eat like the whole bag. Okay, next we have these Sweet Loren's cookies. You can get them at Vaughn's or Ralph's. The chocolate chip ones are good, but I'm more in love with the fudgy brownie cookie. We actually found these on Thanksgiving last year and we're still so obsessed with them. But before we found these, we were eating Pastries cookie dough. I'm not a big fan of raw cookie dough. My boyfriend is, and he loves eating that like straight from the tub. And I remember when we first bought that, I got mad at him. I was like, stop eating raw cookie dough. And he's like, you can't get mad at me anymore because these are vegan. And I was like, oh wait, you're right. So those are actually his favorite. And we also found them at Costco recently. If you tried those cookies or if you want to try them, or if you like them, definitely go to Costco. The regular size ones I think is 14 ounces and it's $5. You can get at Whole Foods. I can't remember where else I've seen them, but the Costco one is 3 pounds and it's $6. We actually have one in our fridge. Let me go get it. It's not in my favorites list because it's not my favorite, but just let me show you. So 3 pounds of cookie dough. Oh my gosh. I wonder if my boyfriend ate it all. It's funny because I like them better baked and he likes them better raw. But I mean, whatever your preference, I think these are really good. Okay, so next we have this vegan Nutella. It's from the brand Peanut Butter and Company. So even though I'm a sweets girl, Nutella was even too sugary for me. Like, I'm not kidding, like I love sugar. Every year when I was younger, I would get tonsillitis every single year because I ate so much sugar. But even Nutella for me, like, was way too much. And when I found this, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much better. It's dark chocolate, it's vegan. Okay, last snack. These are more on my favorites and fails. I know that's an oxymoron, but I'll explain why. So these are from the brand Perfectly Free. They're fruit bites. So I tried out all the flavors. So there's a raspberry pomegranate one, a mixed berry one, a strawberry banana one, pineapple mango one. Those would be perfect if you have kids. You can just stuff them in a lunchbox. I don't think there's any sugar. I think it's just pure fruit puree. And what sold me, I found these on Instagram, is the fact that it said it has grape-like skin, and I love anything squishy and round. So these are what it looks like. What I like about it is, one, like I said, if you have kids, these are perfect snack for me. Personally, like, that's not enough to quench my sugar cravings. I would need like 3 of these. 2, they're healthy, and 3, they're squishy. The reason I don't like them is some of the specific flavors. The raspberry pomegranate tastes so like fake. I just don't like the taste of it. The mango one I was most excited for because I love mango, but that didn't really taste like mango. Out of all of them, I think my favorite flavor is these mixed berry ones. So if you're gonna try them out, try to get the mixed berry ones. And I was kind of let down because when it said it has grape-like skin, I kind of imagined the texture to be like a grape. I felt like I was gonna bite in and it would kind of pop, but it doesn't really do that. It's really squishy. So let me try. See, it's, look how squishy it is. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, I think these are the strawberry banana ones. These are my boyfriend's favorite. My favorite is the mixed berry. So I wouldn't really recommend the raspberry pomegranate one. Like I said, it tastes weird. And the mango one doesn't taste like mango. This is my last bag, so I'll just eat it right now. It does have like a grape skin, but it's super squishy inside. Okay, so back to Teami. Hopefully there's nothing in my teeth. So when I got this mask, I went to their site and I didn't know that they were a tea brand. And oh my gosh, I'm gonna sound like such an Instagram girl because they're always selling those like detox teas on Instagram. I never thought I'd be saying this, but it's on my favorites list, this Teami. I don't have it right next to me because I just finished it. I think it's the detox one. It's not the colon cleanse one because that I'm kind of like traumatized by. When I was younger, I was like obsessed with losing weight, and I would always buy this tea every single day at 3 a.m. straight like clockwork. I would need to go to the bathroom. And if you read up on that, I know that's very unhealthy for your colon. So when I saw the colon cleanse one, I was like, ooh, no, I'm not gonna get that. So I just got the detox one. I have to say, I do like it. I brew it, oh, hold on. So I only need 2 tablespoons and it will last me the whole week or like 6 days. And I keep it in this, oh my gosh, pitcher I got from Target. I would recommend this one more than the one that Teami sells. This is $23 for 64 fluid ounces, and the Teami one is $40 for 60 ounces. And none of the leaves get through the filter, but with the Teami one, it does get through the filter because it has way bigger holes. I would say definitely get this one over the Teami one, plus it's cheaper. So yeah, this and the Teami tea is on my favorites. Oh, I didn't even talk about the tea. Okay, so when I first started using it, I noticed that it really suppressed my appetite. I didn't really like that because I like eating, but now I think I'm used to it. It helps with suppressing your appetite. I got it more because I bloat really easily, and it has helped with that. It didn't magically give me like 6-pack abs, but it did help with bloating. And plus, since you have to drink it every morning before you eat, it's a good reminder because I know you have to drink water when you wake up. After I drink that, it kind of wakes my body up and I go and drink some water. There was one day out of this month where I forgot to brew it, and I was like, oh my gosh, why am I starving? I forgot what that felt like. Like my stomach hurt because I was starving, and I was like, why does this feel so different? And I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot to drink the tea. So yeah, truthfully, I don't care if it has to do anything with weight loss. Like I said, my problem was more with bloating, and it did help with that. And I don't think my appetite suppression is as horrible as when I first started drinking it. I think my body just got used to it. Now it's just a daily routine and I love it. Okay, we're almost there. Next on my favorites is this shoe holder I got from Amazon. And I just threw in these little silica gels to keep it fresh. I kept all my shoes in one of those, I'm not sure what you call those, that I bought from Ikea. I'll put a picture right here. And when we had a humidifier in the room, it made all my shoes really moldy. And I wanted a good way to store them, so I cleaned them. I got that, and it's perfect. And you just hide all your shoes under the bed. I definitely recommend that. If you have a bunch of shoes and you want them out of your sight, or you don't use them as much and they're just getting old and dusty, then try that out. Okay, next, I know this sounds weird that I'm excited about this. I feel like you start to feel like you're getting old when you start getting happy over like furniture or kitchen appliances. I don't know why this makes me so happy. So these are VeggieZips hydro liners. Whenever I have lettuce or tomatoes for when I make a sandwich, the lettuce goes bad like in a week and the tomatoes get all wrinkly within like 4 days. So I looked online. There was a lot of Tupperware recommended, but I didn't really want to store it in Tupperware. So I found these. I actually got them at Vaughn's. And it looks just like any other plastic bag, but I don't know how it works. But it makes my produce last twice, 3 times as long. So you wash them. There's actually a pamphlet in here like telling you what you can wash and what you shouldn't wash. So it comes with these bags and these liners. Truthfully, I feel like you don't really need the liners. I mean, if you want to be really clean and have it last like forever, then go ahead and use the liners, but I actually don't. These plastic bags keeps it fresh for a long time. So yeah, I mean, these just make me really happy. So last on my favorites list is this. Oh my gosh, where's the top? This crop top and skirt set I got from Dolly Girl Fashion. This is an Australian brand. If you look at a majority of Australian clothing brands, they have this set. So I just looked for who has the cheapest and what was on sale, and it was from Dolly Girl. If you like Australian clothing like me, then definitely shop Dolly Girl because they usually have the same clothes that other Australian sites have, but for cheaper. So for the skirt, I got it in a size 10. And for the top, I got it in a size 8. I'm a 34B, and usually these fit perfectly. But I think since there's no stretch, it's a little bit tight. So it's not as comfortable as I'd like, but I didn't want to go and return it and get a size up. It's just kind of restricting because there's no elastic. But I feel like the more I grow my lats, the bigger I have to get my shirts. I feel like if I work out my lats anymore, these buttons will just pop off. Because it's really tight right here. It would be really nice if there was elastic here. There's just a tiny bit on the back, but it'd be nice if it was right here because I can like barely breathe. I mean, it's super cute for summer. You know, there's one more fail/favorite. The last one on my list is this credit card holder I put on the back of my phone. I got it from Amazon. I've never been one to use big bags, or I don't like using bags in general, because all I need when I go out is my phone, wallet, keys. Yeah, phone, wallet, keys. So when I saw pop sockets, I saw that they had like a wallet that you can put on your phone, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's a perfect idea. But when I read the reviews, people are like, oh, it's always falling off, and plus I think it's like $20-30, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to spend that much, especially if they had bad reviews. I love this, A, because I can keep my credit card and my ID there and I'm done, have my phone. The idea behind this is perfect, but the fail for me is the fabric. I've only had it for 3 weeks now. Already within the first week, the material started fraying. See, you can see all of this coming off. I love this though, like I can just hold it like that and I don't need a bag. So if they maybe laminated it or made this with like faux leather, then I guess I would like it more because it wouldn't fray. Same with this, like all the cotton is already fraying. That's the only bad thing I don't like about it. So it is my favorite in terms of having everything with me, and it's pretty thin actually. Like I don't realize it's there. But then the bad thing is the material. That's on my favorite/fail. Okay, so I think that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.